Emphasizing the importance of context in learning, Gabrielle Schlickman describes continued progress in skiing and her example's connection to the classroom.
As Ellie was progressing, as you can see, she got into doing jumps, and I progressed and I got my new skis, which helped me feel more confident. And all of a sudden, when she was doing her lessons, we were able to do those sort of intermediate hills. But I didn't go back to that one that I had trouble with the year before. I was doing pretty steep blue terrain, intermediate hills, and I was doing very well at it, and I wasn't falling. I felt very confident. And finally, my husband was like, I really think we should do that one. And I knew exactly what he meant, because it was so salient to me, that experience of failing and falling from the previous year. So I said, okay, and we decided to do it together without Ellie. So we went up to the top of the mountain, and it didn't look so bad to me anymore, because I'd been doing the other intermediate hills with success. And so I had that sort of internal resource. It changed my appraisal of what the hill looked like. And that made me feel like I was resourced enough to be able to get down the hill and meet that challenge, sort of more just manageable to me as opposed to being above my reach. But because it was that same context that I had fallen before, I started to get sweaty when we got off of the chairlift, and my heart was racing and I felt nervous. And that made it harder when I started to go down the hill to get my balance and to have focus. It made it difficult for me, more challenging than the other intermediate hills I did, even though the slope of the pitch was the same. But I'm happy to report that I made it down without falling, and I felt like I had accomplished something. And having that kind of success allowed me to move forward. And I do have to say that my daughter did that same hill with no problem, and I'm not sure how that made me feel. Anyway, so as you can see through that example, it really is, learning does really happen in the transaction of the environment and the individual. Your skills shift and change depending on the challenge that's presented in front of you, and it's very important to get within that range of what you can do on your own and what you can do on with support in order to bolster and build that skill over time. It's important to understand that your competence in any one skill area is going to change depending on your perception of the environment on that day. If I come into school in the morning and I'm tired because I was up late all weekend, or it's Monday and it's just, I've got the whole week in front of me and I feel overwhelmed, I'm going to be able to do less than I'm able to do if I feel excited and revved up and ready to meet that challenge.